Today's question is, are ghosts real and can they communicate with the living? 100% yes. Ghosts are real and they can connect with you and communicate with you. If we haven't met yet, I'm Linda. I'm a psychic medium spiritual advisor and I specialize in all things life, death, and the other side. So please like and follow if you would like to learn more about those things. So let's dive in. Are ghosts real? 100% yes. Ghosts are spirits who choose, for whatever personal reason, to not cross over to the other side. So they're really kind of stuck in that in-between zone. And what's sad about that is that they can't really connect with their loved ones like they wanted to, and they can't really have that peace that they desire. So are they stuck permanently? 100% no. They can choose to cross over at any time. It is a personal choice. They will never be forced to cross over. You cannot force them to cross over. You cannot force them to leave your home. And we'll dive into that another time. But yes, they are real. Yes, they can communicate with you and connect with you. I really want to stress that ghosts are people. Ghosts are people and therefore they deserve respect. When you are interacting with any kind of spiritual energy, do it with respect. You wouldn't want someone cursing and yelling at your mom or your grandma, so don't do it to someone else's. Most of the time when there is a ghost in the home, they are honestly living their own life, doing their own thing, and every once in a while they'll see you just like every once in a while you see them. A lot of the times they're just living their life, doing their thing. It's not meant to scare you. So if a cupboard door is open, it's not meant to scare you. They're getting a cup of coffee, that like simple things like that. So you don't need to be as afraid as the shows and all that kind of stuff kind of dictate. Spirits are generally very, very good. So you don't have to worry about that. Can they communicate with you and talk to you? 100%, as long as you leave that door open and you're respectful. If you're disrespectful and rude, you're going to get that negative interactions that nobody really wants. But if you're respectful, you're kind, and just kind of set rules like, hey, I'm here to go about your business. Please don't scare us, that kind of thing. Go for it. But can they communicate? Yes. And it can be super scary and it can be magical at the same time if you let it. So it's kind of set some rules that no, you're not allowed to scare us. And scare us means harm us, that kind of thing. Moving stuff, that's not scary. It's not scary. They're going about their life. Talking to you, not scary. Hitting you, touching you, that can be a little scary. So you can set rules like you're not allowed to touch us. But definitely you can continue to be here. Remember, they're just people. They're people, just like you and me. They're not scary. They're not demons. They're not evil or anything like that. They're just people and they're living their lives. So be respectful. Talk to them. They might hear you sometimes because they're not listening all the time. Like I said, they're living their lives. They're doing their own thing. But talk to them, communicate with them, and welcome them into your lives because it's nothing to be afraid of. If you are dealing with negative energy, negative stuff, then yeah, we definitely need to do some protection prayers, set very clear rules of what's allowed to be in your home, all that kind of stuff. But here's the kicker. You can't force them to leave. No one can. God can't. Nobody can force them to leave. You can call every priest in the world. They can't force an energy to leave. It is a personal free will choice, and that will never get taken away. But you can put up rules and boundaries so that they can't interact with you whatsoever. So yeah, they are real. They are just spirits that chose not to cross over for whatever reason. A lot of the times it is personal traumas, illnesses. They're afraid to let go and move forward, leave their family behind, or someone is keeping them stuck by holding on to them so tightly. So those are all reasons that most spirits choose to stay. Sometimes they don't know they're dead, and that can be very scary for them. So they might act out and move things and throw things just because they're like, what the hell is happening? But in general, they know they've crossed over, they've passed away, and they're just choosing to stay in their favorite place. So if their home was their favorite place, that's where they're going to be. If the bar down the street was their favorite place to be, they don't have to have died there, but they might just love it and they might go hang out there. They're not stuck in the place they died. And I think that's a very big misconception. They can choose to go where they feel most happiness. So if that is their childhood home from 50 years ago, they might go live there. They might decide that, you know what, I'm going to go home. That's what feels good. And so they might not have died there, but that's where they're going to be. So I think there's a lot of confusion with that. A lot of people think they have to die in that exact spot and stay there. And that's not true either. They just can't have that peace and cross over. And that's kind of sad, but it is a personal choice. So anyways, talk to them, be respectful, be kind, and if it gets a little scary, set the rules. You can do that. If you need help doing that, feel free to reach out. I'd be happy to answer them. But definitely like, follow, and stick around for some more stuff. We're going to answer more questions on a regular basis. Thanks for listening. Thanks for stopping by, and I hope you have a wonderful day.